that is an interesting strat that I could try and see if it works. All right, for the Corsola. Hey Siri, pick a number between 1 and 649. 470. I know what that is. That is a Porygon Z. Yes! Oh my god, I'm getting my boy. What's going on, everybody? Welcome back to another episode of the Pokemon Blaze Black 2 Randomizer Master Mode. Previously, we completed the rest of the Team Plasma event in Opelousas City. We made our way to Humalao City, found Marlin, got him back to his gym here. We fought Tate and Liza, which was actually pretty easy considering they were cheating and it was 8-on-6. But that's besides the point. And we did battle one of the gym trainers in Marlin's gym. And I said at the end of the previous episode that we were going to do some grinding. Not necessarily because we needed to grind, but more so just to clear out some routes. So the route up north and the route below and the seaside cave have been all cleared out in terms of trainers and everything like that. No storyline stuff happened, so that's a good sign. And as a result, we have Primal and Remedies, who are both sitting at 75. I have Primal still holding the lucky egg because he's going to be our guy to basically clear out this gym. This should be an absolute cakewalk today. It really, really should be a cakewalk today. I would imagine that it would be that way. I really hope it is, but also at the same time, I can't necessarily guarantee anything. But we got everybody at least up to 70. Steiner is the only one who's not legendary that actually was almost 75, which I'm not really mad about, especially because once we beat the gym, we have a lot of storyline stuff going on afterwards. So I'm really okay with how our team is looking. I still don't know what type of battle I should prepare for. I mean, obviously I should have 3 Mons ready up front just in case it is a triple or a rotation. Considering we haven't seen a rotation gym battle yet, there's a possibility that we could see one today, because Drayden's was a double, Skyla's was a triple, and Clay's was normal. So I don't know about the first 4 gym leaders because we haven't been playing challenge mode the entire time. We only turned challenge mode on after Elisa because we were steamrolling the game. And since then, it's been a little bit difficult, especially trying to get through Reversal Mountain. Was probably the dark point of the series for us, but we have to spin our wheel for a challenge today. We did go ahead and get some encounters as well, so as long as we please hit that lowest level leads, I'm not wanting that pranked. Yes. Okay, thank God. I would much rather a lowest level leads challenge than doing a punishment, especially in a gym video. Nah, we're not having that for today, no siree. So I'm gonna go ahead and let Benji lead. This isn't necessarily bad for us either. But yeah, I did go ahead and get some encounters. There's a few more encounters that I do need to go ahead and, I guess you could say, redeem, because Grimsley gave us fossils and I just never got around to uncovering those fossils. I completely forgot we had them. I'm not sure if I'll actually trade them out for randomized encounters. I kind of have to see what their natures are first, because what I do typically with the statics, and this is the case with the Mandibus, the Lapras, my starter, is that I keep the nature that I get them at, because that's fair. I think that's fair, because when I obviously when I use the randomizer, I basically give the mons the best possible nature and, you know, match their EVs and IVs. Which, if you view that as cheating, okay. But when I'm playing a game like this, and I don't do this for all the master modes. This is specifically for Drayano's because his games are a lot more difficult than the traditional randomizer master modes. Like, when I get my free encounters, they are completely random. See Generations Master Mode, for example. Those ones are a little bit less randomized, but we're still making do with what we got. Because I'm not going to sit there and I'm not going to EV train for God knows how long just to make sure that I don't get popped by things. And I initially tried this with the Volt White randomized master mode, and it worked out rather well. And even then, we still almost lost that series. This series, kind of in a similar boat. I mean, still kind of, you know, knock on wood. We haven't had a game over officially in this, which is a little bit crazy. Now, for the most part, the first half of this series, with us not playing it on challenge mode, it was relatively easy. The only problem we really had was Roxy's gym, but since then, there really hasn't been that many issues. The only issue we really had was that stretch before and after Skyla's gym. That's where we struggled. So to kind of build up a team from the ground up essentially and continue. What I'm saying is it's really going to be hard to choose an MVP for this series because that's what I like to do. Is I always like to do a little MVP, like who was the most important mon to my team. And the thing is, you might be like, oh, it's going to obviously be something like Kyogre or Reshiram. And Reshiram, if the series were to end now, Reshiram would probably be that MVP. But I think there's a sleeper on our team that could walk away with MVP as well. We have to wait and see. Because usually when it comes to MVP, like, typically it depends, like, how long the mon has been around, whatever. I usually like to make sure that they're alive at the end if we win, but if we lose, then it's whoever I think was just the best in the entire series. Now, obviously, if I go into, like, the Elite Four with, like, a team of a lot of, like, tenured Pokemon and one new guy, and the new guy's the only one who survived, it's a little bit like, he's probably not the MVP. I mean, he survived, but he's probably not the MVP. Alright. So can we not do this again where I deal with status inflictions? Status conditions? Thank you, Primal. And I was really worried that we were going to get like the level cap challenge, which means I wasn't allowed to use anything that was 5 levels higher than the gym leader's ace, which if his ace is what I predict it's going to be, would be either 68 or 69. So that means like mons like Kyogre, Reshiram, we wouldn't technically be allowed to use. I mean, I could still use them, but I would just fail the challenge automatically because of that. And there's certain times where you winning the battle is more important than the challenge you get. That's kind of the thing with the master modes, is that you gotta pick your poison. And there was a time, I think it was the Volt White randomizer master mode actually, where I had to make a decision when going to fight Clay, and I took a risk when it came to breaking the challenge, I believe it was, and it actually paid off, because I don't think I had I had a punishment to do, but I don't think I spun the wheel, didn't get anything, and I beat arguably what was the hardest gym leader. kind of baffled right now. Hold on. It actually sounds normal. It sounds amazing. It still does. I didn't do anything special. I just want you guys to realize that right now. I'm just very, very, like, baffled and confused. Like, the entire start of that battle was... smooth as butter, and then it just went back to being what we usually expect. Oh, I'm probably dead. Any shot I love this? I do. Now, does a stab and super effective twin needle kill Slowking? Yes, it does. I didn't even think about that in my brain, that like Slowbro and all them get Flamethrower. I didn't even think about that. But that's actually good for me to know, because we are in a water gym, and since we're going to be more likely leading with our Kyogre, or battling with our Kyogre, not necessarily leading with them, that we will kind of nullify that with the rain. With Drizzle. Which is funny that, like, that's the ability, right? You look at it, like, look at all the other, like, weather abilities. Sandstream, Snow Warning, Drought, all sound scary and menacing, and then you got Drizzle. Which, when you look at it, a Drizzle is, like, not scary. It's like the lightest rain imaginable. I don't know, I just find it hilarious. Alright, so Artillery, we know you got a good special attack stat. You got Mold Breaker, you don't have Moody. That is so good for us. Oh, almost one-shot him too. I didn't know that Octillery was slow. Like, I thought he was not fast, but I didn't think he was, like, slow. And I remember when I looked at his speed stat for, like, something. I don't know what it was necessarily for, but I remember looking at his speed stat and seeing that it was as slow as it was, and I was like, oh my god. Alright, goes for the Toxic. That's probably okay. I mean, we have full heals in our bag. Headlong Rush, that's super effective. That should kill. If a stab strength almost killed Octillery, I expect this to kill a Tentacruel. It's basically a ground close combat. So Amistar, let's go ahead and swap to... Yeah, we can go Primal. Amistar might have Swift Swim. I think Amistar gets Swift Swim as an ability, so he might outspeed us. But at the same time, I'm not particularly concerned. So, because I don't think there's a realm where this guy one-shots us. I don't think he one-shots us at all. I could have went for Scald, actually. He's dying regardless. Only way he was living was with this Focus Sash. $334 special attack. Can you believe that? Can you believe that special attack stat? That's insane. Gyarados. You see, the more and more water type trainers we fight in this gym, the more I'm getting concerned because I haven't seen a fucking Gastron yet. I have not seen a Gastron yet. Oh, he went for Aqua Tail. I was like, did he go for Aqua Jet and miss an Aqua Jet? It's like, that's not possible. No, he went for Aqua Tail. And that right there, and this is how dated this video is probably going to sound, but for Generations Mastermode, we currently have a Floatzel on our team. That right there is why I run Liquidation instead of Aqua Tail. I'm pretty sure Liquidation is actually stronger than Aqua Tail, but it's just the fact that it misses as much as it does. And misses like that are why I don't get in a like super competitive Pokemon. Like I love me a good Wi-Fi battle from time to time, but it's things like that that make me upset. That bother my soul. Okay, so I feel like you're not here normally. So I think it's her, and it's either her and one more trainer, or it's her and two more. I can't remember. Alright, Mantine. I think I'm still leading with, yeah, I'm still leading with Benji, which is, I think still okay because he's still 71. That's good. I was just worried because if I was leading with Benji and he was 72, technically I would have failed the challenge. And that would have been bad. Super bad. But a strength almost kills Mantine. Goes for the Confuse Ray. That's just, it's just annoying more than anything else. We can get an attack buff with strength. That is a buff that Drayano gave to the move. Hydro Pump, I don't think this is gonna do a whole lot. I'm not sure yet. Not doing too much to us. We snap out of Confusion and we go for the strength. That should kill. Wish Cash. See, this is the problem right here. We do not have a single grass move on our team. I think I had cut on Escavalier at one point, but we got rid of it for the moveset we have now. But it's okay, because I don't think, using my brain and what I know about Pokemon, I don't think Wish Cash gets Water Absorb. Because I know he gets Oblivious and he gets something else. They're really the only abilities I can remember. Alright, Ludicolo. I'm afraid to go in the Jester because if I get hit with a water move, I think I'm just gonna perish. So I think what I'm gonna do, I'm gonna go Steiner. Because this is the one time, or at least I'm thinking of it. Ludicolo has actually a decent special defense stat, which is always still one of those things that in my mind, I'm like, what? But no, he has a pretty good special defense stat. He does go for the Surf, so this is going to do a decent amount of damage, but the hope is that it doesn't do too much damage, because we're going to go for Drain Punch. I don't think we're going to get back to full. I don't think we're gonna get back to full. But we should get pretty close. Yeah. And I think when I was grinding, Steiner was trying to learn close combat instead of, you know, what his moveset is now. And ultimately I went against it because I like the idea that he's already slow, right? I don't need his defenses to be lowered because he already has really bad special defense. I have him at max, I think I have him at max HP anyways. But he has max attack. So as long as I am fighting something, if I fight something with a lot of HP, like a Melissy, for example, that's just a health pack. I just punch it and get all my HP back. So that's ultimately why I didn't go with close combat. Honestly, I think our moveset with the Conch Elder is actually as good as it's gonna get. I really can't think of an upgrade that would be better for it. But yeah. No. Yeah, they moved her from there. I know they did. Yeah, so this is the last one. Then we go down and we loop it all the way around. Yeah, so they didn't move her. Alright, Gorbis. So we're still leading with the Stoutland. I still find it hilarious that I have basically a Gen 5 team plus a Kyogre. It's just funny to me because I really am just going crazy with the Gen 5 mods. But I'm okay with that because I feel like I try to keep That's not good. Okay, so what could I see this Gorbis going for? Because we definitely don't outspeed it now. It could go for a Hydro Pump, which nobody's gonna want to take a Hydro Pump. I honestly could see it Shell Smashing again if I do try to swap here. And this is super risky here, what I'm about to do, but goes for the Surf. All right, I'm glad I didn't want to swap into Kyogre here. How much is a +2 stab Surf gonna do to my Cofagrigus? It does just under half. The thing is that I know that I kill here with a Shadow Ball. I know that I kill with a Shadow Ball, so I'm gonna go for it. This is risky. I know it's risky, but I don't think I have any other options. Chad, I thought it happened. I genuinely thought it just happened. The reason why it was a risk is because if it got a crit, it killed me. And that's what I was worried about, is that I was gonna get critted there. And when I saw the HP go past 40 and go all the way down, I'm like, there's no fucking way. No. We're fine. We're fine. We're actually chilling. We're actually chilling. So if I had to guess, right? I'm thinking that Marlon's gonna have a Mon that has Drizzle. What gets Drizzle in this game? Pelipper? I don't know if he gets Drizzle. Politoed does. He's not gonna have a Kyogre, obviously. I don't know what else gets drizzle. Wave crash. So wait, he just lived casually on 1. Is that what I'm seeing? Yeah. So fake sturdy. Okay. Cool. Go ahead and go for that power up punch because we outspeed him. Get that +1. Of course you have this. And we know he has flamethrower. But we do know Slowbro has bad special defense. Just so you remember, Slowbro has good defense. Slowking has good special defense. That's ultimately how you remember. Wait, Slowbro gets drizzle in this game? Or does he? They might have changed that because I know in the original Blaze Black Bolt White we had a Slowbro and it had drizzle, and that's ultimately what we kept around to be play to counter his the Sand team. All right, Orion. There's no reason for me not to stay in and Thunderbolt this thing. I think we one-shot it. I hope we do. We're 12 levels higher. You're such a... Why? What is the benefit for you protecting there? To stay alive one more turn? Like, that's gonna matter? There's probably a chance that he does live, by the way. If he was the same level as us, yes, he would have lived. Because I was just thinking, I'm like, I got 340 something, probably, special attack. How am I not killing you? Alright, so we can't lead Stoutland. We need to remember that. We can't lead Stoutland. We gotta lead with either a Scavalier or Coffagrigus. I think leading with Coffagrigus is probably the better option. We're gonna go for that on Primal, and then I'm gonna use some healing to heal the Coffagrigus up to full. I'm gonna try to I think I'm just gonna heal everybody up to full. There's really no reason for me not to. It would be stupid for me not to, I should say. So I think we lead with Coffagrigus. And if it's a double battle, then we lead with Kyogre as well. If it's triple, I think the Stoutland should be the third mod, just in case of any intimidates. I genuinely don't know what to expect with this. This could be a rotation battle. This really could be a rotation battle for all I know. And if that is the case, I set up a Calm Mind with Kyogre and I try to sweep. That's pretty much the strategy to this. Yep, he's already setting up the rain. So now that makes me curious. Makes me wonder if these are only in challenge mode. You know, it makes me wonder if these are only in the challenge mode. And if that is the case, then that's fine. But it looks like to me it is a double battle. So it was 100%. So here is Okay, so this is... I think this is an okay lead. So I did predict this happening with the rain being up. My guess is that one of these two have Swift Swim. I know Poliwrath generally gets water absorbed. I don't know what its other ability could be. This Ludicolo could have Swift Swim or Rain Dish. The key is he's going for a high horsepower. That's actually good. Because if he does have Swift Swim, now he just lost it. And I'm guessing both these guys have Swift Swim. Okay. And also Giga Drain's not gonna do any damage to us. So if I can get this Willow off on... Okay. He's Life Orbed. Good to... Now, if I can get this Willow off on Poliwrath, that would be huge. I think what I'm going to do, just because Ludicolo could be a little bit of a threat to the Kyogre. We just saw how much he did with a regular Giga Drain. A crit would kill us. A crit would kill us through this, so my best course of action is going to be, I think, to heal up and with the Kyogre and go for a Thunderbolt. I don't know if it's gonna kill. I guess the biggest concern I have is that with him going for Giga Drain, he's just gonna get a lot of HP back. I think that's my main problem. But since the Poliwrath is burned, I really don't need to focus on it. Because it's now probably the third fastest thing on the field, and it's burned. And typically, Poliwraths are physical attackers. So the fact that his physical attack is brought down is perfect. That still does 70 points of damage with me being +1. Okay. So the hope is that Thunderbolt does a lot. For +1 max special attack, it does kill. All right, that is ideal. That was ideal right there. High horsepower again. This is gonna do literally nothing. It did 28 points initially. Does even less. And like I said, I don't need to focus on this Poliwrath at all. I really, really don't. Starmie comes out. I could actually probably go for another Calm Mind here. I could Shadow Ball. Actually, you know what I'm gonna do? I'm gonna protect here because I have a hunch that this Starmie has Swift Swim and he's probably gonna go for Hydro Pump. I don't see him going for a electric type move on my Kyogre. I don't see it. He doesn't have Swift Swim either, so either this thing is sashed or he's just gonna fucking die. He is not sashed. Okay. And what's his ace normally? Caracosta? We're probably not going to see that thing for a while. Lovely Kiss Poliwrath. Never in my life have I seen a Lovely Kiss Poliwrath. Even though that's a move that kind of makes sense because of the fact that, like, the swirl in the middle, Hypnotic. Never in a million years would I have imagined that. Alright, so what I could do, I could actually probably... It's now the time to Hex. Because his Pelipper's dying in one hit. I don't care if he's got a walk-on berry on his Pelipper or not, he's dying in one hit. Because it's going to change a quad weakness into what, ×2? I'm still +1 on max special attack. So even if he has the walk-on berry, he's fucking dying. you see what I mean, though, about prepping and preparing and doing all these strats. If I didn't have this Coffagrigus for as long that I've had him, forget about it. Forget about it. Now, imagine if I had a leftovers to put on him, too. Which I probably do in my bag somewhere. But we're going to go for the Hex. This might kill. I know he's got decent special defense. It doesn't, but the burn finishes him off. So now, 4 of his mons are down. We have 2 left. One we know is Caracosta. I would be surprised if we don't see Jellison at all. Ooh, a Kingdra. And Kabutops. That's interesting that they changed. He changed his ace. That's real interesting. All right, so Muddy Water. Water Gem boosted. I am so fucking glad I protected. I'm so fucking glad I protected. Kabutops does get Swift Swim. I was gonna say, I don't remember if he does. He might be sashed as well. But that's very good for us that we got rid of that thing's Water Gem. Because I actually didn't know if he was gonna be physical Kingdra or special. You could really run it either way. He is sashed. Which is a little bit annoying. But this could be big, actually. This is a big turn. This is a big turn. Who is more threatening here? I think the Kabutops is actually more threatening. Do I double heal? You know what? I'm gonna say we do double heal. Because I wanna see what they go for. Because they went for Waterfall and Muddy Water. Which, because I have a key memory, I don't know. I think the Kabutops is going with Waterfall on Coffagrigus, right? Which that would get rid of its Swift Sway. That would get rid of its Swift Sway. Kingdra, on the other hand, is probably going to still keep its Swift Sway. Because if it's going for Muddy Water, it's probably a special Kingdra. Goes for Rock Slide. Okay. That doesn't make contact with us, so... And we also technically avoided it, so... I think we protect again. Because that Muddy Water from Kingdra did a lot of damage. Do I have a switch if I want to swap the Coffagrigus out? I think the answer to that question is no. Just because the rain being up, I don't think so. But he keeps going for a lot of these double battle moves, which is big. And I don't get flinched, so Kabutops goes down. That's really good. That's really, really good for us. We now turn it into a 2v1 against a Kingdra that's quad resisted. That still does a lot of damage at +1, quad resisted. That pretty much tells me right there that a Thunderbolt will kill this thing. Now, do I need to heal? I don't think I do. This could be a big risk, but I don't think I need to heal here. Goes for the Hurricane. because it's nothing. I'm +1. That's all. Does kill. And I'm telling you, elite combination right here. I'm telling you, if we run into the Elite Four and it is all double battles like it was in the original Blaze Black and Bolt White, it's over. They don't stand a chance. As long as this Cofagrigus is still around, I'm cooking. I'm absolutely fucking cooking. So we got the last badge. And we get the TM for Wave Crash, which is actually not a bad TM for us because just in case we need a physical water move. But just like that, we have defeated all the gyms in the Unova region. We know what's ahead of us with Team Plasma, with the Elite Four and everything. It's gonna be an interesting end game for us. It's gonna be a really interesting end game for us, and I for the most part am excited to be in the end game of this because I think the series has been a lot of fun. Noticing a lot of little different changes. Like I said, I'm not as familiar with Blaze Black 2 Volt White 2 as I am with the original Blaze Black Volt White. So seeing some of these things for the first time, especially with this being a redo of the game, has been super duper fun. But I'll of course get more into that once we actually finish the game. I like how he's not talking to me. Well, no, he's talking to me, but he's just facing the opposite direction. So that's what we'll do next time. I actually don't know when I'm going to record this again because it was really only a 3-video recording session. Yes, I did do some grinding, but it was really only a 3-video recording session. I actually don't know how many videos are going to be for the next recording session because if it's anything like the last time or what I plan to do for the Elite Four, I plan to fight all of the Elite Four in one video. So if that means we do multiple challenges in a video, then so be it. So his ace was 68, which is interesting. I remember that the kind of end game portion, I say kind of end game portion because this is just what I remember from the original Blaze Black 2 Volt White 2. I remember the Victory Road being a fucking nightmare for some people because Drayano put weather teams in the Victory Road. So, with that in mind, I want to make sure that we have all our bases covered. So basically, we need to keep Kyogre around. That is, like, indisputable. Can't really look at it any other way. We need to keep the Kyogre around for that reason. What I'm also going to try to do right now, because this is just the smartest course of action, what I plan to do between this video and the next one is PK Hex in all of my encounters here. And we do have another level 80 in the Virizion, Audino, the Virizion. Then we have Audino, Lomomola, Mienfoo, Corsola, Shelder. Right now, this is just gonna kind of be like a bonus part to the end of the video. We will randomize those encounters, so this is kind of like the part of the video. Like, if you want to stay and watch this, you can. It's not necessary, but we're basically going to uncover those fossils that we got from Grimsley before we fought Drayden. Seeing if both the Tortuga and the Arkin are worth keeping around. Which I'm pretty set with keeping them around. Like, I actually like both the fossils in this game. How can you not park your car, man? You have all that open space and you can't park your car? What are you doing? Alright, so Route 4. We, of course, have to go into the Relic Castle. It's probably easier if we do this. I'm pretty sure I have a repel still sprayed. I'll just say this much. I hope I have a repel still sprayed, because I'm not trying to deal with any wild encounters. Not trying to deal with that. Alright, let's get off our bike in here because I'm not trying to fall down the quicksand stuff. I don't remember what I normally name these, but I'm gonna name it Crush. Let's take a look at his nature and ability. Please don't be trash. Okay, that's fine. He doesn't have sturdy, which is... I'm a bit iffy about that, but with me going and messing with the EVs and IVs, I can actually probably make this thing really good with the... what am I trying to say here? Its defense. Because you see its defense right now, level 25, 64. And its special defense is where it's lacking, but... if I invest a little in its defense and probably its attack and put the rest of it, the EVs into special defense, it could be a pretty good mod. It just sucks that it has the quad weakness to grass and it's got some other weaknesses at ground, electric, fighting. But it's still pretty decent. Solid Rock is actually a really, really good ability. It's actually like one of the better abilities when you play a randomizer. That's one of those abilities that you really want to get on defensive mod. So something that maybe doesn't have... actually, something that does have a lot of weaknesses, you're going to want Solid Rock on. Alright, Arkin, you are the one that I think, most concerned about because you don't get any other ability other than Defeatist. Or maybe he does get another ability in this game. It'd be insane if Triana did that. Really would be insane. Alright, so go ahead and eat Cocoa Puffs. Alright, let's see. Moment of truth. Moment of truth. That's perfect. That's absolutely one of the best natures we could have gotten for him. He still has Defeatist, which is meh. But I can literally go max speed, max attack on this thing. It's over. It's... He's gonna go crazy. gonna go absolutely crazy. All right, now that I can fly back, I need to make sure. So what do we have? We have 6 encounters we need to randomize. I guess we just gotta hope that they're good. That's pretty much it. So we need to go back to Humalao City. We need to go back there. I'm just trying to think of like typings that I don't have in my box. That would be like really, really good because this is different than the original Black and White in that it's not like before where if you go into the Elite Four, you know, you can have another team basically trained up and ready to go just in case. Nah, it's not like that. It's like if I go in, I gotta make sure that like I'm ready. Now the nice thing, and I say the nice thing, is that we do have a couple of encounters that are guaranteed to give us some level 80s. Like this Virizion, for example, is one of them. The Terrakion, which we'll probably catch in the next episode because I should have PK Hexed and a Master Ball at that point. I don't think there's any other legendaries that we can encounter before, well, catch before the end of the main game. So that's actually kind of great that we have some of the legendaries that we have now. All right, but let's go ahead and see. We do have 6 encounters. So, hey Siri, pick a number between 1 and 649. This is our first level 8. 537. What is Dex number 537? Something tells me that it is a grass type. 542 is Leafani. First time opening the app today and I get an ad. Sweet. Love that. Okay, so 542. So that means 530. Was it 537? Seismitoad. It's another water type. And that's our level 80 as well. Who knows? Maybe he gets like... Maybe he gets really good abilities. I know he gets water absorb. But maybe he gets something better than water absorb. Who knows? Who the fuck knows? Alright, for our auto note here. Hey Siri. Pick a number between 1 and 649. 385. That's a... Is that Jirachi? I just got a Jirachi. Okay, okay. Serene Grace can learn Iron Head, Zen Headbutt, Thunder Punch. Base 100 across the board. It's only weak to fire and ground too. That could be a big scoop if I really needed it. It's a pretty good mana. Psychic type is also a really good type to have. At least Steel and Psychic is one of the best typings out there. Alright, hey Siri. Pick a number between 1 and 649. 495. Wait. That is Servine, right? Say 495? It's a Snivy. So I got a Superior. That's... is also really fucking good. Grass Dragon does have the quad weakness to ice, but it's got Contrary. I don't know if it learns Draco Meteor in this game, but I know it learns Leaf Storm. So Contrary, Superior, that could be a really good mod. That could be a really good mod for us to scoop. I mean, we already have a Dragon type, but we don't have a grass type. It's an option. It's an option. Speedy, also. It's really, really good. All right. Hey, Siri. Pick a number between 1 and 649. 453. That's right in the middle of the dex. I know Lucario's like 448. Yeah, 448. So that would be, say, 453. Like I said, I have a goldfish memory. We just got a Krogunk. Okay. We already have a fighting type. We don't have a poison type. And I've really wanted to use a Toxicroak. Because I think I don't know why I'm not writing Toxicroak. What am I doing? Because, yeah, he's a physical attacker. He's not slow. He's got base 85 speed, so that's good. Gets moves like Sucker Punch. I think he can get Poison Touch as an ability. It's hidden ability. Dry Skin, though. Wait, that could be a good thing to also pair with Kyogre. I just realized that now. If we do double battles, run into that, I can heal him. That's big. That is an interesting strat that I could try and see if it works. All right, for the Corsola. Hey Siri, pick a number between 1 and 649. 470. I know what that is. That is a Porygon Z. Yes! Oh my god, I'm getting my boy. I'm so excited. It kind of sucks because he is going to be only level 68. But we got lucky eggs. Come on, fam. Now, the real question is do I want to save him until after the Team Plasma event? Or do I want to have my blatant favoritism for my favorite Pokemon to show up? That's the big question. All right, our last randomizing counter. Hey Siri, pick a number between 1 and 649. 535? Did we not just get 535? No, we got 537. But 537 being Seismitoad means that 535 is Tympole. So that is technically Species Clause. So we get to re-randomize that. Hey Siri, pick a number between 1 and 649. 365. Okay, so I want to say that's before like Bagon and Salamence, which we already got. I think we already got Salamence. Yeah, we have Shelgon in the box. So it was 365, which is Walrein. We got every single one of our encounters, including the ones that weren't randomized. Fire. Absolute fire. Will not complain about any of them. Will take that. All right. So what we're gonna do in between this video and the next, I don't see myself. I really want to. you can tell that I really want to. I don't think I'm gonna make any team changes. Because as much as I would love to add my boy Porygon Z, I'd actually really much rather have him after all the Team Plasma stuff. Especially because that could be difficult, and I think right now with the team that we have currently, we are schmoovin', we are cooking. So kind of because of that, I feel it would just be smarter for us to keep the team that we currently have, because it's just really solid. And I know Porygon Z with adaptability, if I max special attack, max speed, and adaptability, not a lot of things are going to live. But I honestly think having Benji for the sake of the Intimidate is really, really good. And I don't want to play blatant favoritism, because that's kind of what I was saying earlier with having Benji on the squad, was that I was thinking about swapping him out for somebody else. But I'm like, you know what? No, let's keep him around. And he has proven his worth. So I'm definitely going to keep him around. Like, this team is surprisingly really fucking good. I mean, it shouldn't really be that surprising. Kyogre and Reshiram aside, it's just a really, really good team. So there's that. I'm not going to make any changes. I am going to make sure that the EVs and IVs for the Mandibuzz, the Lapras, the Tortuga, and the Arcan all get set to what they need to be at. We also need to throw in a free Heart Scale. I still have not PK Hexed in the Ho-Oh, because I think the last time I did my encounters, I completely forgot to PK Hex in my free Legendary, which was a Ho-Oh. Then we have the Seismitoad, which will of course be PK Hex up to level 80, because that is what we caught the Virizion at. And then everything else will be at that level checkpoint that we got from beating Marlin, which was 68. So all the other encounters, the Jirachi, Serperior, Toxicroak, Porygon Z, Walrein, those will all be level 68. So you guys should see that in the next episode. Speaking of the next episode, we should be collecting the Colress device, then going to the Seaside Cave and starting the Team Plasma event over there. I don't know how much actual progress we'll make with that, just that's the idea that is in my brain currently. But if you guys did enjoy this video, make sure you hit that support, show that support, and hit that like button. I actually just realized something. I don't think I spun the reward wheel. An hour in, and I don't think I hit the reward wheel because we had lowest level lead the entire time. So let's go ahead and we can't do that because we actually have already maxed that out. Alright, so 5 rare candies. I actually think that's a really good thing because I actually don't even need to use those right now. So yeah, I'm just gonna go ahead and write down, just use 5 rare candies. I should probably note that on, because this is all the stuff that I need to put in the PK Hex. I should put that on my Google Doc. So I'm gonna actually do that. I'm gonna make sure I do that now. But if you guys did enjoy, like I said, make sure you hit that like button down below because it'd be greatly appreciated. Subscribe if you want to see more stuff like this, or if you want to see the other stuff that I do on my channel, that would be awesome. And yeah, let me know what you guys are thinking of the series. I've had a blast recording this. It's felt refreshing, and I've had a lot of fun with it. Make sure you hit the like button, subscribe, click the bell icon. If you want to check out my X, my TikTok, or the community Discord that we have, those are all linked at the very top of the description, I believe. So go ahead and check those out if you are interested. Either way, we'll see you guys for the next video. Peace out.